Joy friends, and welcome to Yarn Joy Adventures number 22. I hope everyone is doing well and has had an amazing weekend and last week. I want to first start off and say I am so sorry there was not a Yarn Joy Adventures last week. Something exciting has happened and I am excited about it. It is going to be a transition, but a good one. I have decided to go full-time with the financial office, and so therefore I will be working 8:30 to 5 every day except for Friday. I'll get off in time to still do the 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Bible study. So with that being said, before I jump in and show you what has been on my hook, let me just share that in order to give myself the grace that I need, working 2 full-time jobs, meaning the financial company and of course my lovely and wonderful YouTube channel, I am going to do Yarn Joy Adventures every other week, and then in the off week we will do Joy in the Making, because honestly some days after working what has turned into being 9.5, 10-hour days, I am so tired when I get home. The only energy I have is to eat dinner. So I don't get to crochet sometimes during the week anymore. And we haven't had crochet club in a while. And there was a reason for that. It is back now. But nonetheless, I still haven't been getting a lot of crocheting done, or as much as I'd like to. So again, to be kinder to myself, which is one of my goals this year, we're going to do Yarn Joy Adventures every other week and Joy in the Making on the opposite week. So this week we are going to have Yarn Joy Adventures, and then next week we'll have Joy in the Making. All right, when I last left you, I was working on the doll. I, as you know, had the 2 legs done and I had an arm done. Well, I've completed the second arm, I've created the body, and I've done the head, and I've even put the face on. And I'm really excited to show you. However, before I do, I just want to say, I am in love with her. She is still a process in the making. She's not as big as I want her to be, but I'm open for suggestions. So in a minute, I'm going to show her to you, and I'd like for you to tell me what you think. Do you think she's the right size, or do you agree with me a little bit and think she should be a little bit bigger? Not long, but like a little bit wider. And it's okay if you don't agree with me. It's okay if you think this size is the right size. That's the feedback I'm looking for. Should I continue making it the size I am, or should it be just a little bit wider? And I'll tell you why I was thinking a little bit wider, and that is so the doll would be actually kind of like newborn size. But anyway, I am looking forward to your thoughts and suggestions. So without further ado, I'm going to hold her up and show you the back side of her first. So this is the back side of her. And as you can see, I built in underwear, so she will be always fully clothed. I don't want you seeing her face just yet. So I love that. I did try to make the fingers and toes using embroidery thread or sewing thread, and it wasn't thick enough. So I am going to try it with embroidery thread and see if that creates it better. If not, then I'm just going to leave them toes as they are and hand as it is. All right. Before I turn her around and show you her face, I have to tell you that I redid her nose and mouth twice. Like I had to do them and pull them out. So the nose and the mouth that you're seeing is my 3rd attempt, and I like it. The eyes, I ripped them out 4 times, and so this is the 5th. No, I'm sorry. I took them out 3 times, and the 4th one was the final go that I liked, because I did not use safety eyes. I did embroider the eyes, and it was a process and a learning curve. Um, so, are you ready? This is her face, and I absolutely love it. And as you can see, her eyes are green because this is the prototype. And so I was kind of, you know, making her after myself. Um, my eyes are either green, blue, or hazel. Majority of the time these days, they are more on the greener side. So that's why I went with the green eyes. But I absolutely love the way that turned out. And she's got ears. So there are her ears. All right. Now, her head was complete, but I started taking it out, and I'm going to continue to take it out because in all retrospect with her face, her mouth should have probably been down here, her nose probably about here, and her eyes about here. But as you can see, they're all kind of lifted up. Again, it's a prototype. I'm practicing. I'm trying to figure my way out as I'm trying to design her myself. So it's a work in progress. But for me to, and I'm not going to pull this all out again. I'm just going to go with it. But in my pattern, I will bring them down, you know, a little bit. So for this doll, in order to do the hair and have any place for it, I've got to create just a little bit of a forehead on her. So I'm going to pull some of this out and continue the head up a little bit before I start rounding it off and closing it off. And I have talked with some people who have made dolls before, and one thing they recommended was when I start creating the crown of the head, to go ahead and change it to the color that I'm going to do the hair in. But I've decided, and it's a little bit more work, but that's okay. I am going to go ahead and create the head as the head because some of my dolls I do want to have bald because, you know, I want some kiddos, adults, whoever are wanting the doll, that if they're going through chemo or, you know, something like that, that they have a doll that doesn't necessarily have hair. So what I'm thinking about doing is creating like what would look like a beanie hat, but I'll call it a wig, and make what would be like a wig cap and put it down over the top of the head so that it has a forehead, you know, so it goes on it almost like a hat. I'll sew that and attach that to the head, and then I'll use that as the crown of the hair. So that way I don't have to, you know, fill in every little stitch with the hair, unless, you know, it's a hair design that requires lots of hair. But anyway, so she is still very much a work in progress. And I have come up with an idea that I actually saw, I think, on YouTube, but also Todd came up with the idea. And that is because I talked about getting a dowel rod and inserting it down in through her, just enough that it goes up into the head, through the neck, and then about the, you know, chest area of the doll, so that it would help keep the head from moving around so much. And he made a suggestion of creating like a, he called it like a donut, but I know that's not what he meant. But just bringing the neck way up, just like I've done here, but bring it all the way up. And then instead of completing the head, stick it down on that and then sew the head down to it. And that would help give it more of a neck support. So it doesn't have that floppiness to it. But anyway, so this is the progress I have made on the doll. And like I said, I do love it. It is perfect for a child, but I don't know. I just feel like she should be just, or he, because I'm going to be making boy dolls too, should be a little bit wider. So let me know what y'all think. I really, really value and appreciate your thoughts. I have to tell you, I have enjoyed making this, and I know right now it's a process in trying to actually create the doll for the first time. Once I have my pattern written out, then I'll be able to just crochet them up. But I know I've told y'all that God told me to make dolls. I'm the one who took on and said, oh, I'm just going to do a lot of nothing but dolls. Why I have enjoyed doing this and making this, I am realizing this is not my passion. And I'm excited. I still want to make dolls. I still want to design clothes for them. So please, please help me decide if this is big enough or if I need to make her just a little bit bigger. But, this is what I've come to realize. My passion lies in baby, but not in baby doll. My passion really lies in creating baby sets, the blankets, little clothes, the amigurumi toys, the sensory toys, you know, things like that, the baby rattles that you saw me make in those last two sets, enjoying the making. I really enjoy that. And that's where my heart is at. And so I am on my knees praying, God, you know, tell me the direction to go. Should I focus on the dolls solely, or should I do what makes me happy? And so haven't quite got that confirmation 100%, but I started a new type of craft that's in the baby line. You've seen me kind of play around with it from the last baby set that I did because I had that yarn that would never go away. But I think I have my answer, because last night I made, or yesterday I should say, yesterday afternoon and evening, I made all of these that I'm about to show you. And I had so much fun. And so I think a baby line is going to be more my avenue. But anyway, here we go. I have been working on pacifier clips. And so this is the first one. And I know you're saying, but the bee is upside down. Well, it really isn't, because when it is clipped on and the pacifier is up in the baby's mouth, this is what it looks like. And so, of course, you know, this is strapped onto the pacifier, so it looks like that. And of course, these are the silicone beads, so the baby can chew on them. But, and the sad part is I had actually gone and sterilized all of these, but I have to do them again because I have yet to mark them and price them. But anyway, so tell me what you think. So this is the first one, a bee. The second one I made is this elephant. Isn't that cute? And then I have the aqua cotton yarn to match, and then a white pacifier clip. So thought that looked really nice. So it actually goes like that. All right, the second one I made, I had some of this variegated cotton yarn, and it's got some green there and a little bit of hint of orange and brown, and then going into pink and purple. And I used a clear clip on this one, but it was the green part of the yarn that really inspired me the most. And I put a frog on it. And then I used some silicone beads that kind of match the yarn to bring it all together. And as you can see, some of the beads are bigger than the others, but it's a little frog. All right, the next one that I made, I I use this kind of clip, and I use the soft baby pink cotton, and I did a panda bear, and the ears and stuff in this panda bear are gray, so that's why I put some silicone gray beads along with some white and pink. So that is that one. And then I did another panda bear, but this one had blue in the ears. So first off, I used a black clip to go with the panda bear, and I used that same aqua cotton yarn you saw earlier. And there is this panda bear, and as you can see in the ears and the feet, it has the blue. And so I used the black, white, and aqua silicone beads to create this one. There we go. All right. And then the next one I did, I used a pink clip, that same light baby pink cotton yarn. And this one is a moo cow. And so I've got the light pink and then the black silicone beads to go with it. And then the last one I made, I used a gray clip. And then this cotton yarn had a lot of off-white and kind of a tan color and like a little bit of a beige color in it. And so on this moo cow, if you'll notice that the snout is in pink, and in this one, the snout is gray. And then I used peach, and then this is kind of like a, it's in the purple family, like the mauve pink, dark, like maybe like a dark kind of mauvish. There's a name that I can't think of. But anyway, and then this is kind of an off-white color. So that peach and then that kind of plum mauve color. It's not really mauve though. That's not what I'm thinking of. And then the off-white. And then I put a ring around this one too. And then I used some of those same plum, for better word, up in there to fill in the gaps. So anyway, so I am loving making the baby items, and I'm looking at possibly adding another baby type item to my collection when I do the blanket and the toy and the pacifier clip and the hat and the outfit or whatever. But thinking about adding a bib. So tell me what you think about that too. So size of the doll and bib. What do you think about adding that to the baby collection? So last night alone, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 of those. And it probably took me right around about maybe 5 hours to make those 7. So not bad, not bad. So a lot of fun. The biggest thing is, you know, figuring out the clips and the silicones and the yarn, you know, to make them match a little bit. But anyway, I had a lot of fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know this went longer than normal, but wanted to give you the update about my job and wanted to show you what has been on my hook and what I've gotten done, and just continuing the process of making the doll, but also sharing my new project and what I am realizing I am very, very passionate about. So It's all about joy in the making and Yarn Joy Adventures, right? All right, and I'm definitely finding my joy, and I'm loving sharing it with you. All right, well, I am going to end this, and stay tuned, though. Don't go just yet. I want you to take a look at some of our other Yarny friends and their Yarn Joy adventures, and then, of course, you want to stay around for some bloopers. All right, take care. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, remember, you are important and you are loved. Mwah. Nugs and Joy. Hello, Joy friends, and welcome to Yarn Joy Adventures number 22. Hang on. Hello, Joy friends, and welcome to Yarn Joy Adventures number 22. How are you guys doing? I have a visitor. Well, come on. Come say hello. Let me see if I can. I hope I don't make y'all dizzy. Sorry. Somebody wanted to come say hi. Well, come on. Say hello. Say hello. All right. Somebody's like, Mom is in front of the camera in the studio. It must be movie night. No. All right. Take two on Yarn Joy Adventures 22. Yes, I'm recording.
I got an idea.
What?
Need to name your doll last name Wood.
Wood?
WOOD for Dollywood.
Oh my gosh. You're so crazy. All right, go on. I was trying to record a video. Dollywood. Y'all like that?